Hello. So yesterday we learned about what we actually mean by the candles, right? Candle open, high, low, close कैसे होता है, and all of those things, right? So yes. So typically open, high, low, close, it's something like this, right? So this can be a bearish candle, all of those things. So let's just understand and let's dive right into what we actually mean by time-based liquidity, right? What do we actually mean by time-based liquidity? So time-based liquidities are mostly higher time frame candles के highs या फिर lows, alright? So first we can say when it comes to the weekly chart or when it comes to the monthly chart, so there might be monthly highs and lows, right? How do we actually mark that? We will just have to go to the monthly chart, just take a look at the high and the low of the candle, high and the low of the candle, and then just give a marking like this is the high. So let's just go and write it as monthly high. All right, monthly high can be monthly high, and this can be the monthly low. So why do you think that marking all of this is important? When do we actually need to mark this? So suppose like if we are trading a certain candle, right? If you are trading this, if you're trading the second candle, then this levels are important. देखो अगर हम monthly chart में ही है ना, this is the first month chart. Suppose this is October. This is October का. This is October का. October का highs and October का lows, right? So when we are actually trading the November chart or November candle, what do we need to do? We need to have certain levels in our mind, right? कि price किधर जा सकता है? Where can the price first go? Right? Suppose this is a bullish candle, right? Suppose let's just use this. This is a bullish candle, right? So bullish candle यहाँ पर open हुआ. This was the opening price of the bullish candle. This was the opening price of the bullish candle, and then the price closed, right? The price closed here. The price closed here. So just when you look at the closing price, right? When you actually look at the closing price, which one do you think is the closest drawn liquidity for you? This is the high, right? So the high is the closest drawn liquidity you can target. All right. So because it will be very hard for the price to go and drop below this, right? Low पे जाने के लिए तो बहुत ज़्यादा strength चाहिए होगा ना, और price will never move without strength, right? Price needs some, what do you say? Price needs a driver, all right? What do you actually mean by driver? Driver means liquidity, right? It needs certain sort of liquidities, all right? So before going to the monthly low or anywhere in the market, the price has to go and take out the nearest drawn liquidity. So in this case, the nearest drawn liquidity is this one. Yeah. this is the nearest drawn liquidity. So we will expect that when the November candle opens, it goes and takes out this. It goes and takes out the monthly high and then does whatever it wants to do. And if it closes something like this, which means it closes something like this, all right, the price opened, this is the closing price, let's just mark this, the previous candle का closing price, right? तो इसका सीन क्या है कि ये वाली कैंडल जब ओपन हुई, राइट, ये वाली कैंडल जब ओपन हुई और ये वाली जब कैंडल ओपन हुई, इसने क्या क्रिएट करा सबसे पहले? It went and took this one, right? It went and took the monthly high, creating what? Creating a high, right? Creating a new high. It went up and created a new high. It went down, closed, and also it created a new low, isn't it? It created a new low. Yeah, okay. Right. So now, if you take a good look at a certain things, what do you think can happen next? What is the next objective? The next objective is we have another monthly low here, right? This is another monthly low, है ना? और यहाँ पे price ने क्या करा है? The price has done, it went up higher, took the previous month's high, which was the nearest drawn liquidity, and closed below this high, isn't it? It has closed below this high. So this candle is showing you what? This candle is actually showing you that it has failed to displace. It has failed to displace higher. You understand? What do I actually mean by this? Why do I say that it has failed to displace higher? Because in order to get a displacement, you need a body closure to close above the high of this liquidity, which was the monthly high. All right. So now, like I said, it needs a driver, right? It needs another drawn liquidity. So if we are actually trading this, if you are trading the monthly candle and another, suppose this is December, what can we expect? What can we expect? We can expect that the price will drop to the monthly low first, right? Maybe, है कि नहीं? और देखो यहाँ पे क्या हुआ है कि we have this monthly नवंबर का कैंडल, राइट? सो मंथली नवंबर के कैंडल्स में सबसे मेन इम्पॉर्टेंट लेवल्स कौन से होंगे? इसमें you will have to use the equilibrium area. You need to use the equilibrium area, which is the 50% of this, all right? 50% of this November candle, all right? So you can expect, all right, you can expect that the December candle, that this candle will do something of this sort. Like if the price doesn't actually directly fall on the monthly low, अगर price यहाँ पे नीचे नहीं गिरता है, and if it tries to go up higher, right, suppose if it opens up around this area, all right, it opens up around this area, and then if it doesn't fall to the monthly low first, then we can expect that it will actually rebalance this area, right? It will actually rebalance the monthly November candle. So we were trying to figure out कि December candle क्या कर सकता है, right? So if the December candle opens at this level, right? If the December candle opens at this level and directly if it doesn't fall to the monthly low, all right, so we can actually anticipate and expect that it will actually rebalance the monthly November candle, all right, monthly November candle, and at least go towards the 50% level and then fall down lower towards your original drawn liquidity. यहाँ पे हमारा ओरिजिनल ड्रॉन लिक्विडिटी क्या है, सबसे इमीडिएट वाला. So this new low is the immediate candle drawn liquidity, and then this one. But first we will be expecting that this is the immediate low that is available for us to be taken on. All right, so it can do something like this, right? And see, suppose अगर ये ऐसे किया है, यहाँ पे कैंडल ओपन हुआ है, राइट, द कैंडल हैज ओपनड अप हियर, so it has created a wick on top like this and came down lower and then closed, right, and then closed, right? So ये December candle को हम कैसे denote करेंगे? The denotation of this candle can be, it opened up here, it went up higher, took the 50% level, and then closed, right, and then it closed, and then it closed below here, right? नीचे डिस्प्लेसमेंट भी दे दिया इसने. कैसे डिस्प्लेसमेंट दिया? डिस्प्लेसमेंट कैसे हमें दिया, मतलब तो मंथली जो हमारा इमीडिएट ड्रॉन लिक्विडिटी था, राइट, उस ड्रॉन लिक्विडिटी के नीचे द कैंडल हैज डिस्प्लेस्ड, right, the candle has displaced below this area. So now what is your next nearest drawn liquidity? What is your next drawn? Huh? No, think again. Before that October monthly low, what comes? December, right? December का low again. Yeah, for January, right? अगर ये जा सकता है तो जाएगा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है हमारा. अगर हम दिसंबर की कैंडल ट्रेड कर रहे होते ना, और ये अगर ये कैंडल क्लोज नहीं किया होता, राइट, ये अगर कैंडल नहीं क्लोज किया होता, तो हमारा फर्स्ट ड्रॉन लिक्विडिटी ये था इमीडिएट वाला, एंड देन ये था. बट दिसंबर का कैंडल अगर क्लोज हो गया, राइट, अगर दिसंबर का कैंडल क्लोज हो गया ऑलरेडी, then we will see that displacement has occurred or not. So if the displacement has occurred, we will see that what is the next drawn liquidity for January. For January it may be this one, December's monthly low, and eventually this one, right? So again, अगर हमें displacement मिल गया है ना, तो हम क्या देखेंगे? हमारा nearest drawn liquidity है this one right now. So what is the next thing that we will see? We will see, at least we will wait. What do we wait? We see the premium and discount area. All right. So again, if the price doesn't want to go, if the price doesn't really directly fall to the monthly low, we will still see something like this November playing out, which means we will see the 50% level or above, right? Premium is ये वाली कैंडल के प्रीमियम एरियाज पे सेलिंग के लिए हम सोचेंगे, या फिर कुछ भी, है ना. तो अगर, बट इन दिस केस, इफ द January's candle does this, opens, falls, takes out the monthly December's low, and then goes up higher and then closes something like this, right? Closes something like this, है ना. यहाँ पे प्राइस ने क्या करा? The price opened, created a low, right? Created a low first, went up higher, created a high, and then it closed something like this, right? It closed something like this. So here, what do we see? We see a low being created, which means the immediate drawn liquidity, which was the monthly low, has been swept, right? the immediate monthly low has been swept, and then it has created a high as well, right? It has created a high as well, like this. So this is January. It is done. So now, what are the different liquidity levels that we need to keep in mind right now? What are the different, before the price wants to go down lower now towards monthly low, before that, what needs to be taken out? What is the immediate draw on liquidity needs to be taken out for February? Imagine that January has closed already. January का candle close हो गया है after taking December's low and then closing above somewhere here. Yeah. So now what do we expect? We would expect either this one or we can expect either this one, right? All of those are liquidity levels. These are all time-based liquidity levels, right? These are all time-based liquidity levels. So if the price goes up, opens up here, goes up higher and takes out the December's high and then close something like this, and if it closes something like this, right? First ऊपर जाना है and then it will come down to all of the levels which is below. So now the candle has done, it has opened, created a high and then went down lower and then created a low as well, right? So now this is what? This is a bearish candle. Why is this a bearish candle? Because it closed below the opening price, isn't it? है ना? So now finally we can anticipate this one being taken out, or if it wants to displace lower, it can do that as well. पता चला अब sequence कैसे हुआ? What are the sequence in which the price went? You understood? कि price draw on liquidity के basis पे just trading the monthly candle. We're not even trading, we're just anticipating things, है ना? So देखो, प्रीमियम और डिस्काउंट का कॉन्सेप्ट इज वेरी सिंपल in a way that, suppose like this, premium and discount. So when we try to learn about premium and discount, so suppose I'll just give you a simple example, right? Simple example, अगर तुझे X खरीदना है, right? If you want to buy X, right? So if you want to buy X, what is, suppose you are a wholesaler or if you are a shopkeeper or something like that, all right? And you went to the market to buy X so that you can sell it to the people, right? And in order to sell this X, you will need a better price, right? You will need a better price. So suppose you went to a shop in the market and bought eggs for 15 rupees, right? You went to the shop and bought eggs for 15 rupees, right? So that you can come back and sell it for what? You went to the shop and bought it for 15 rupees, so that you can come back to your shop in your locality to sell it for a better price, for a higher price, right? Which is about around 18 rupees, suppose, which is about 18 rupees, right? So इसमें क्या हो रहा है? We are buying first, right? We are buying at a lower price, right? We are buying at a lower price and selling at a higher price, isn't it? So what we are doing here, we are buying it at a discount and selling at a premium, isn't it? है कि नहीं? In the same way, it is like that only if you are trying to sell or something as such. It's a very simple example. So if we try to figure out in this terms, all right. So suppose there is a trend, right? There is a trend like this, और हमें एक डिस्प्लेसमेंट मिला है यहाँ पे हमें एक डिस्प्लेसमेंट मिला है. दिस इज अ डिस्प्लेसमेंट, राइट? Market structure shift or something like that. There is a displacement here. So you can imagine that this October candle, ये जो market structure shift है ना, suppose this is a draw liquidity level, monthly high, right? This is the monthly high, or the November candle closed above the monthly high of this October candle, alright? और ऊपर हमें displacement मिल गया, है ना? और प्राइस जाके यहाँ पे क्लोज किया, alright? So according to this premium and discount theory, would you buy? Suppose यहाँ पे हमारा प्राइस था 5, सपोज यहाँ पे हमारा प्राइस था 5, यहाँ पे हमारा प्राइस था 6, यहाँ पे हमारा प्राइस है 7, और यहाँ पे हमारा प्राइस है 9, राइट? सो हम यहाँ पे क्या एंटिसिपेट करेंगे? जस्ट बिकॉज वी हैव अ डिस्प्लेसमेंट अबव, राइट? वी हैव अ डिस्प्लेसमेंट अबव एंड वी आर कंटिन्यूइंग टू सी प्राइजेस गो हायर, ऊपर जाने का प्राइस हम सोच रहे हैं, ठीक है? तो इसमें सबसे ज़्यादा और सबसे अच्छा प्रॉफिटेबल डिसीजन क्या होगा हमारे लिए? व्हाट विल बी द मोस्ट प्रॉफिटेबल डिसीजन है? डिस्काउंट में खरीदने का, राइट? तो सपोज ये नवंबर का लो है, राइट? दिस इज नवंबर का लो, तो हम इस नवंबर के लो को मेजर करेंगे to the high, right? The low and the high, and we need to see that what will be the perfect area for us, right? What will be the perfect area for us to purchase, so that we can go in the future, and when the price goes up higher, we can sell it at a better price and at better value, all right? So this is the 50% level, right? This is the 50% level. So we would anticipate that around 50 to 75%, this will be the fair price, right? This will be a very fair price for me, right? This will be a very fair price for me, right? To buy, isn't it? Because we are already looking for buys, because our bias is to look for longs, right? Our bias is to look for buys, right? Just very simple. So we would want the price to do what? The price is closed here. So when the next candle opens, we would want the price to come down to the fair price towards 7 and 6, or any of the level you're comfortable with, but it needs to be below 50% level, all right? And then we look for buys, right? We bought it at 7 now, right? So that going forward, we can sell it for 10, or we can sell it for 12, right? Right? So हमें यहाँ पे कितने का प्रॉफिट हो रहा है? अगर हम 7 पे बाय कर रहे हैं, if we are buying the price at 7, right? What is the selling price here? We are selling it at 12. So what is the difference here? The difference is of how much? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5 points, right? So the difference is 5. So 5 is our profit, right? The profit is 5. Why? Why? Because we are selling at a different price, isn't it? Again, does it make sense? This was the high, suppose. ये हमारा draw on liquidity, suppose, right? समझ में आया? And it goes the same way for selling as well. So if you're selling, you will sell it at a better price, right? You will sell it higher up the order, so that your difference gets higher, right? जो तुम्हारा सेलिंग या बाइंग प्राइस है या फिर बाइंग या सेलिंग प्राइस है, इन दोनों का प्राइस का जो डिफरेंस है ना, वो अच्छा आना चाहिए हमारे लिए प्रॉफिटेबल होना चाहिए. यू अंडरस्टैंड? दैट्स द थिंग. इज इट क्लियर नाउ? एंड सी इट्स द सेम थिंग. ओके, दिस प्रीमियम एंड डिस्काउंट थिंग जो मैंने यहाँ पे 50% लेवल का बोला था ना, इट्स द सेम थिंग दैट वी वुड एंटिसिपेट दैट दिसंबर का जो विक है राइट, it will get formed from this level, from the opening price to the 50% level, right? From the opening price to this level. So this can be your spot in which you can look for opportunities, right? This can be the level where you can look for opportunities to do what? Sell, right? In order to sell. So this is the whole concept of this. You understood? समझ में आ गया ना? Very easy. And this goes same for everything, because price is fractal, right? So suppose ये अक्टूबर मंथ का या फिर दिसंबर मंथ का फर्स्ट वीक है. This is the first week. This can be the second. This can be the second, this can be the third, right? This can be the third and this can be the fourth. Same thing, all right? Or what it can be? It can be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? And then this one can be what? Friday, है ना? It's the same thing, alright? हमने यहाँ पे ऊपर का हाई लो के बारे में फिगर आउट करा है ना, तो वैसे ही अगर हम डिस्प्लेसमेंट की तरीके से देखें तो ऐसे ही डिस्प्लेस करेगा. अगर हम यहाँ पे डिस्प्लेस कर जाते हैं, and if you are going to the next, this is our draw on liquidity. So suppose this is what? This becomes what now? Now tell me, just give me a small example in which, what is this? What can this be? If this is monthly, month, I mean week open, right? हमारा week open किधर है? This is our weekly open, right? This is our weekly open. Price is closed where? Price is closed below the open, isn't it? So give me the highs and lows of the week. Where can I mark? Yeah. So this is what? This is your weekly high, isn't it? This is your weekly high, and your weekly low is this one, right? This is your weekly low. So now your nearest drawn liquidity will be according to the open close and the weekly low, isn't it? This one, right? So now what will you anticipate? If the price doesn't fall directly towards the weekly low, you would anticipate what? 50% of what? Of this range, isn't it? Right? Not the daily candle, the weekly range. So यहाँ पे हमारा weekly range कहाँ पे आ रहा है? Around this area, 50%, right? So we would, right. So the next Monday opens, if it goes up higher, so where you will look to take shots? तुम्हारा शॉर्ट करने का एरिया कौन सा होगा तुम्हारा शॉर्ट 50% लेवल रहे या उसके ऊपर या फिर अराउंड दिस एरिया, अगर तुम्हें कोई एंट्री फंक्शन मिलता है तो अराउंड ये एरिया राइट, ये एरिया या फिर इसके ऊपर, है ना। तो वही if the price opens up like this, goes up higher, takes the high and then falls towards your draw on liquidity. Does it make sense? बहुत अच्छे से मैंने एक्सप्लेन कर दी कि कैसे वर्क कर रहा है, कैसे वर्क नहीं कर रहा है, और डेली हाइज डेली लोज कैसे ड्रॉ ऑन लिक्विडिटी की तरह काम करते हैं, कैंडल हाइज कैंडल लोज, है ना। कैंडल देखो वीकली, अगर हम एक कैंडल देखेंगे तो मंथली का हाई भी एक कैंडल होगा, वीकली का भी कैंडल एक लो होगा, और फ्राइडे का हाई एक कैंडल होगा, फ्राइडे का लो एक कैंडल होगा, समथिंग लाइक दैट, और 50% या हाँ हाँ। देखो अगर चार्ट्स पे दिखाऊँ, इसको मैं डिलीट कर देता हूँ। Let's go to NQ. Let's go to weekly. पता नहीं यार मेरा गला क्या हो गया, बहुत खराश आ रही है, शायद मैं इतने दिनों से बोला नहीं हूँ ना इसलिए। वही मैं दूसरा चार्ट खोलता हूँ, रुक। नास, I don't want to erase everything. Oh wait, I can do this. So like suppose देखो मंथ यहाँ मंडे, देखो दिस वॉज द वीकली कैंडल राइट, ये वाली वीकली कैंडल थी। हमको बहुत सारी सेलिंग मिली यहाँ पे। सेलिंग कैसे मिली, मतलब देखो हमको ना सबसे पहले फिगर आउट क्या करना होता है, सबसे पहले हमें फिगर आउट करना होता है हमारा मैक्सिमम रेंज कौन सा है, ठीक है। हमारा मैक्सिमम रेंज कौन सा है, हमारा मैक्सिमम रेंज है दिस वन राइट, दिस इज द लो राइट एंड दिस इज द हाई, इजंट इट। सो द प्राइस हैज़ डन व्हाट, जो देखो हम अगर ये लो से लेकर ये हाई तक अगर हम मेजर करें, सो वेयर इज द प्राइस एट राइट नाउ, एट द डिस्काउंटेड एरिया, इजंट इट। 50% के बिलो नीचे है ना, या और हम ये वीकली का चार्ट है, yes, figure out the range like this one weekly, नहीं मंथली नहीं, ये वीकली का चार्ट है, alright। so वीकली का चार्ट का सबसे स्विंग लो and this is the swing high, isn't it? So this is the range, we are at a 50% level, right, and we will need to see some sort of liquidity being taken on, right. So what is the low here, we have this low, isn't it, this low at the discounted area. So now देखो इसमें फंडामेंटली भी काम, बहुत चीज़ें काम करती है, ठीक है। आई मीन वी कैन नॉट रिलाई ऑन टेक्निकल एस्पेक्ट्स ऑल्सो, राइट। फंडामेंटल एस्पेक्ट्स भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। सो सपोज अगर हम बहुत बेरिश भी क्लोज किए हैं और अगले दिन सैटरडे को कोई पॉलिसी अनाउंस हो जाती है, या फिर एनवीडिया का ग्रोथ बहुत अच्छा हो जाता है, बहुत सारे स्टॉक्स का ग्रोथ बहुत अच्छा हो जाता है, एंड इट ओपन्स अप विद अ गैप अप और समथिंग लाइक दैट, so we would have to take that as well in the account, right? So now let's just see that the next weekly open कैसे होता है, right? The weekly open यहाँ पे हुआ, right? This is the weekly open, we were trading this one, this candle, right? Taking in account this one, this candle has done what, this candle has done this, That's taken out this draw on liquidity, right? That's taken out this draw on liquidity, right? But we have this monthly low यहाँ, weekly low यहाँ पे, right? This is the weekly low, isn't it? But what has the price done here? यहाँ पे price क्या किया है? The price has opened up with a gap, right? This is the new week opening gap. रुको मैं पानी पी लेता हूँ यार, मेरा गला बहुत नहीं रुको आता हूँ मैं 2 minutes. So see, now this is what? This is a new week opening gap. New week opening gap को हम कैसे मार्क करते हैं? देखो, new week and walk बोलते हैं, and right? New week opening gap, right? So how do we actually mark the new week opening gap? The new week opening gap is marked by the closing price of Friday's closing price, right? The closing price of Friday and the opening price of Monday, right? है ना? So this is a gap and this is a very strong support, right? This is a very strong support in which the price can be, right, and can bounce off. All right, so before we look at this weekly low, what do we need to keep in account? We need to keep in account that the price closed below this candle, right? जो फ्राइडे का जो लो है, फ्राइडे का जो क्लोज है थर्सडे से ऊपर हुआ है, राइट? इट failed to displace lower, isn't it? It has failed to displace lower, right? Yeah, right. So it failed to displace lower, right? So before we look at this weekly low, what do we need to look at first? This weekly low क्या है? This is the daily low as well, isn't it? This is the daily range low as well, right? This is the daily range low as well, isn't it? And where is the daily range high? The daily range high is this one, isn't it? Right? ये है ना हमारा डेली रेंज है, ठीक है? तो हमें ये इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है. अगर देखो, अगर यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छे से एनवॉक की तरह इट हैज़ ओपनड अप विद द गैप, राइट? It has opened up with the gap. So our immediate target is this one, is it right? Our immediate target is the daily high, isn't it? And then this one, right? And then this, right? So if you are not very clear, you don't need to trade this month Monday का chart. Monday की chart trade करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है ना? What we can trade is, we would look for a better direction. यहाँ पे भी हमें एक प्रॉपर डायरेक्शन मिल गई है ऑलरेडी कि हम ये टारगेट कर सकते हैं या फिर ये हाई टारगेट कर सकते हैं. लेकिन तुझे अगर क्लियरिटी नहीं है तो डू नॉट यू ट्रेड. यू जस्ट हैव टू सी दैट द मंडे कैंडल हैज डन व्हाट? द मंडे कैंडल हैज एग्रेसिवली डन व्हाट? इट हैज डिस्प्लेस्ड हायर, राइट? एग्रेसिवली हैज डिस्प्लेस्ड हायर. सो एग्रेसिव डिस्प्लेसमेंट में क्या होता है कि वी हैव टू सी what is your next draw on liquidity now. Would you, if Monday का candle ऐसे close किया है, so for you does it make sense to target this low? Does it make sense? No, right? So what is your next target? Your next target is this and this, isn't it? So when you are trading this Tuesday ka candle, what do we need to see? We will see something like this, right? We will see 50% level as a rebalancing range, है ना? And then wait for the price to rebalance area here and then look to trade towards which direction? Towards the high, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. सो देखो यहाँ पे हमें एक अच्छा सा एनवोक मिला था, राइट? द प्राइस वेंट अप हायर, दिस वाज द हाई which was not taken out, right? It was not taken out. This was the Monday high. It was the Monday high, and this is our original draw on liquidity, isn't it? This one. We are not anticipating any lows to be taken out, and we were anticipating the 50% of this. So 50% discounted area पे हमारे पास एक key level होना चाहिए, right? So हमारा key level क्या था? हमारा key level था this one. This is the fair value gap, right? This is the fair value gap at this area. So what the price did was the price went down, came out, and took the 50% level area and then went up higher. So when the price comes and takes out this fair value gap at this 50% level, our key level is what? Our key level is 1H Fiji, right? So we will go to the 5 minutes. We'll go to 5 minutes and do what? क्या expect करेंगे हम? We're expecting longs, right? We're anticipating longs. So we will look for an entry function after this draw liquidity has been taken out. So our entry function is what? Maybe it may be this order block, right? I'll teach you properly later, but this is the order block we can use, or we can use this inverse fair value gap as your draw on liquidity, or you can look for continuations after a proper structural shift. This is your order flow leg. This is your order block here, again another. So what we can do is, if you want to take this risk, this trade, you can do this as well, targeting the highs or whatever the RR you want to target, right? Or you can do this one, यहाँ पे, right? This is the protected low. कोई दिक्कत नहीं है इसमें, लोअर टाइम फ्रेम पे इट्स फाइन. यू जस्ट नीड टू फॉलो द ऑर्डर फ्लो लेग. ऑर्डर फ्लो लेग को फॉलो करना है तुझे, बस, ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं. यहाँ पे अगर माना जाए तो ये प्रीमियम पे है, लेकिन अगर ऑर्डर फ्लो बिल्ड हो रहा है बहुत अच्छी तरीके से, राइट? सपोज देखो प्राइस यहाँ पे ऊपर गया, इट फेल टू डू व्हाट? इट फेल टू इन्वर्स दिस फेयर वैल्यू गैप, राइट? बट इट हैज़ क्रिएटेड एन ऑर्डर ब्लॉक, है ना? तो यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा रिस्की होता प्राइस लेना, ठीक है? लेकिन यहाँ पे थोड़ा प्राइस रिस्की होता इस ऑर्डर ब्लॉक पे एंटर करना. लेकिन जब ये जो फेयर वैल्यू गैप था ये इन्वर्स हो गया, राइट? ये इन्वर्स हो गया एंड इट क्रिएटेड दिस ऑर्डर फ्लो लाइक दिस ऑर्डर ब्लॉक यहाँ पे. सो इट बिकेम वेरी मच एविडेंट, राइट? इट बिकेम वेरी मच एविडेंट दैट द प्राइस is trying to go higher from this. All right, so what we can do is we can just use this inversion or this order flow leg, this order flow leg, and target the highs and keep the SL at the protected low from which the price has been reacting, right? We can target this or whatever you want, वही देखो बहुत सारा कॉन्फ्लुएंसेस अलाइन कर रहा है, राइट? सो दिस इज हाउ टू गो अबाउट थिंग्स, राइट? यू अंडरस्टैंड? और मैं तेरे को बहुत अच्छी तरीके से आई विल टीच यू SMTs, आई विल टीच यू व्हाट शार्प टर्न इज, what are the things that we need to utilize for entry function, all of those things. I will make sure that you understand all of those things, but later on. But for now, whatever I have taught you right now, you have to practice that on your charts. Before doing that, I cannot go forward. तुझे अच्छे से खुद प्रैक्टिस करना होगा, then only I can move forward. If I go forward, मैं sprint पे जाऊँ ना, I can teach everything in 2 weeks or 1 week, but it's not healthy for you, right? So whatever I have taught, I'll just upload this recording again. If you want to go through, you can go through again, and then practice everything I taught you on your charts, and make sure you mark, label everything very clearly so that you can understand it properly. All right, so that's the thing. So let's हाँ हाँ बोलो, कुछ डाउट्स है तो। सी देखो यहाँ पे, देखो एशिया हाई वाज टेकन आउट, राइट? एशिया हाई वाज टेकन आउट, ES में the daily high has been taken out? No, it has not. So देखो यहाँ पे the Asia high was taken out, so Asia high is a draw on liquidity, isn't it? So now we need to see this, हमारा ये 1H का candle closure. Does it remind you of something? Does it remind you of something, this candle formation? अभी जो मैंने अभी तेरे को सिखाया ऊपर का हाईस ले लिया, it failed to displace higher. So what is your next draw on liquidity? You can target this low, you'll be targeting this low, right? Or what is your time based liquidity? The Asia low, isn't it? So after this candle has closed, after this 2 a.m. candle has been closed, what is your, this is your order flow leg, right? This is your order block, this is your order block यहाँ पे. So what we can do? We can do what? We can sell. अगर मैं attentively देख रहा होता ना, this is a very good setup. So this is what we will be targeting. Order flow, enter at this level and target 2R, or we can target the time based liquidity, which is the Asia range low. Does it make sense? Very good example, this one. Just look at it. So देखो, the price what has done, we have, so हमारा लंदन ओपन कब हुआ था? This is the London Open, right? This is the London Open, right? So before London Open, if you are trading the London session, right, what are the things that we need to have an account? We need to have an account the daily high, we need to have an account what? The daily low, right? The daily low, and like I told you, which is the nearest drawn liquidity here? The nearest drawn liquidity is the daily high, or we can use this one, right? Or we can use this as a drawn liquidity. So अगर हमें इस drawn liquidity पे ही हमें एक displacement मिल जाता है, right? इस drawn liquidity के नीचे displacement मिल जाता है, या फिर एक sweep मिल जाता है, यहाँ पर displace नहीं कर पाया, तो we will look for next drawn liquidity, right? What is your next drawn liquidity? Your next drawn liquidity is the Asia range low. So if you just look at this, if you just look at this 1H का candle, right? What is it doing? क्या कर रहा है? What is the price doing here? The price is, see, the price opened, this ये candle open up हुआ, it went up higher, swept the previous high as well, plus it has swept what? It has swept the Asia range low, Asia range high, right? So this is the time based liquidity here. So this is your key level, right? This is your key level, right? And this is your lower time frames drawn liquidity, है ना? It failed to close. So what is your drawn liquidity here? We can target this one, we can target this low, or we can target what? We can target all of this low which is available here, and finally the Asia low, है ना? And we just have to use a proper order flow to take an entry. So यहाँ पे हमारे को क्या मिला? ये order block मिला, यहाँ पे ये change state of delivery मिला. So इस change state of delivery से हम यहाँ पे sell कर सकते हैं, right? SL at the protected high, and we can target 2R, we can target 1R, we can target the whole drawn liquidity as well. Does it make sense? इट्स वेरी सिंपल. जो मैंने अभी तेरे को एक्सप्लेन किया ना वो डिट्टो है पूरा, एग्जैक्टली द सेम थिंग. राइट. चलो लेट्स डू इट टुमारो देन नाउ. राइट. Just try to wait, just try to do everything in your charts and try to practice more. All right. Chalo, see you tomorrow.